Welcome to the first episode of Ask a Personal Trainer on Facebook. Somebody has actually asked some questions, so I'm going to go through them. So the questions he asks, this is from Lee. Sorry about my nose as well, can't help it. I've got a bit of a cold, so if you hear me snuffling, that's why. Which should come first, cardio or weights? So for cardio or weights, really they should both come at the same time. If you're new to the gym, then a little bit of cardio and a little bit of weights, because you will ache a lot more than the normal person who comes a lot of the times. But it just depends also what goal you're going for. So if you're trying to run like a 10k or a marathon, then obviously the cardio's got to come first. But if you're looking to just see improvements in the body, then it's the weights and the cardio that have to come together. Okay. The next question is from him as well. What should I eat before I work out? So, before you work out, you're probably looking at some form of carbs. You don't want something too heavy. So if you're having something too heavy, when you're training, it's going to be sitting in the stomach, and that's obviously not what we want. So carbs, you can look at something like rice. If you're training in the morning, porridge and a little bit of fruit will do. Then the next question, what should I eat after I work out? So after you've worked out, it's definitely got to be some form of protein. With the protein, that's going to help repair the muscles from obviously when you've been training. If you're doing weights, maybe a little bit more. They're going to obviously repair the muscles. You need probably a little bit more maybe if you're doing weights, because what will happen with the muscle fibres, they'll cross over, so you need to build them back up again. So that's obviously why you need the proteins in there. I'd definitely say you get some carbs as well in there, just to help fill the body back up, because carbs are our energy source in the body, in our diet. Okay. And then the last two questions kind of come together. He's asked how many days in a week should I train? So if you're starting off, probably two times a week would be good enough. Probably looking at a Tuesday and a Friday, so that it gives you a little bit of a rest in between and then a rest the weekend. If you are an experienced trainer in the gym, 5 to 6 times, you need to have that day's rest, which is just as important as the training. If you're not getting that day's rest, your body will get very tired, and you'll probably feel a little bit more tired than you normally would. Your body will start to ache. So rest is just as important as well. So we're saying 2 to 3 if you're fairly new to the gym. With them as well, have a good mixture of weights and cardio, like we said at the start of the video. And then when should you start to see improvements was his last question. So with the diet, that's probably just as important or even more important than the actual training for improvement wise, because 70% of your improvement will come from the diet, and then the rest of it will come from the workout. So you've got to make sure you have a good balance, make sure the diet's nice and clean, so you're not having any like fast food takeaways, any saturated fats, all that sort of stuff. Getting your fats, good fats, obviously, proteins and your carbs in there. And then when you're working out in the gym, make sure you're going as hard as you can, working to maximum effort of what your fitness levels are. And then you'll start to see improvements. You're probably looking maybe a month. You might see body change after 2 to 3 weeks if you're really trying hard. But if you're doing 2 to 3 times a week, you're probably looking at about a month. Okay. So that's the end of the video. I hope that's answered all your questions. If you do have any more, please write them down in the comments. I'll be filming another one next week. But if there's obviously a lot of people who ask me questions, I'll do this more regular basis, 1 to 2 times a week instead of just once a week. Okay, thanks. If this has helped you in any way, please do like and subscribe. If you think of anything that we could do to improve this, then please put that down in the comments.